Welcome to another episode of the Epic Family Road Trip. On last week's video, we shut down our travels on the West Coast and we flew from Vancouver to Toronto so that we could be with my sister Deborah, the kids' auntie, and just spend some time with her before she starts her treatment for chemo. We also had the opportunity to help out a little bit in creating a recovery room for her at her house. So we took one of the existing rooms on the main floor and started to renovate it and prepare it so that it could be the perfect hypoallergenic clean room for her to recover in when she starts her chemo treatments next week. We got to do some of the painting, and her sons are going to be putting in a new floor, and we removed all the existing furniture, and they're also going to be putting in more electrical outlets because some of the equipment she needs to have with her while she's in her recovery stage. So we're excited about that. She's excited about that. She was able to get home from the hospital yesterday, which was a monumental thing for her. And the kids were so excited to see her. They had to set up some welcome signs for her. It was just a really happy time. Deborah's an amazing person. She's a fighter. She's going to fight through this whole illness and get back on the road to recovery. She has a long treatment ahead with chemo and so on, but she's prepared and ready and full of energy. Wow.
This little bird.
We were at the Home Depot looking for one of those tools that we stripped a couple screws at the house, and we need one of those tools that pulls out a stripped screw. So waiting for some help here to find that tool. Hopefully we do, and we'll get back to work. So here's a spiral screw extraction kit. I think that's what we need, so let's go give it a try. Crazy gusts of wind happening in the canoe, and one of the chairs and the mat. A couple of mats floating in the lake. They blew off before we could get the boys to move the chairs in, but some pretty crazy gusts of wind going on. They're saying 100 kilometer an hour or 60 mile an hour winds supposed to be happening tonight, so hopefully the power stays on. And the wind is really picking up. We got a wind warning on the phone, so hopefully the power doesn't go out, because Auntie Deb's coming home from the hospital right now, or she's on her way. We're just tidying things up and getting ready for her to come home. But if you don't know, we have a big family. I have 9 brothers and 5 sisters, and they all have children of their own and big families, and so there's an abundance of support here. We arrived this morning, and one of my aunts and
a niece were cleaning up and vacuuming and doing some chores around the house, and another of our aunts just dropped in a minute ago and had done some laundry and things. So it's really fun to watch the whole family coming together to support Deb in this time of need. And all the kids, there's so many kids. Our children have tons of cousins here whenever we come back that they play with and have fun with. So there's about 10 boys running around, all roughly the same age, just keeping each other company. And yeah, it's just really really cool. My parents live nearby here and they've been a big support. And then they have a food chain, I think they call it meal chain, where they're taking turns preparing meals. So everyone's trying to do what they can, but obviously you can't, there's only so much you can do, and you always feel so inadequate and like what you're doing is so little compared to what the need is. But I think the point is just to do whatever you can and support somebody when they're ill, and really give them that encouragement and strength that they need to take on a big battle like my sister's going to be facing when she goes into chemo on Monday, which is very very soon. So yeah, Deb, everything, all our love and prayers and support are behind you. We know you're going to beat this, and I know you're going to beat this, and you have such a indomitable spirit, and that's what's going to get you through. So love you, and yeah, can't wait to see you coming home. That's going to be fun for you.
I just want to take a minute to thank all of you, our YouTube followers, for your prayers and good thoughts that you've sent to us. There were so many comments, and those are so heartwarming for us as a family and for her. She has friends all over the world lifting her up and supporting her, and that's just a very meaningful, powerful thing. It feels like we're starting to get to know our YouTube followers a lot on a more personal level, and we really are excited about that. We've had a chance to meet some of you face to face, which is really cool. So you're not just these hidden people behind the scenes. They're actual people who are watching our videos, who are inspired by what we're doing as a family, and that means so much to us. One follower, I guess, on Facebook wrote in and let us know that their family had gone through 3 very, very difficult situations similar to what we're going through in their family in 1 year. And that's a lot to take. It really just disrupts your whole life and your whole lifestyle, and everything you're used to doing has to stop. And so they let us know that watching our videos on a weekly basis gave them a chance to just escape for a little bit, and it was an inspiration for them and kind of a calm and quiet moment during the hectic lifestyle of taking care of all these people within their family that were going through so much difficulty and illness. So when we hear things like that, it makes us happy that in some small way we can contribute something to other families, and it makes it all worthwhile. We just need to help one family in our own little way, and it makes all the effort and of creating a YouTube channel absolutely worthwhile. So thank you for the feedback. We really appreciated last week hearing from so many people. So we're sitting here in a hotel in Orangeville near Hockley Valley, which is our old stomping grounds, and we have so much family around here. It's unbelievable. In fact, I think you guys have about 80 cousins running around, so there's just no end to the fun and excitement of getting back and connecting with everyone, because we've been on the road for some time. It's just a lot of fun hanging out with everybody. Taking a hike in Island Lake Park here, walking around the lake, and the hospital called that they had an opening for Pete to do a face-to-face diabetes checkup visit, so we rushed in and had to run the last part of our hike so that we could be here on time, but we're here now, back in the hospital, and Pete's getting his regular checkup going. We've been doing them on the road, but we've been doing them by Skype or Zoom, and whenever we can do them face-to-face, we take the opportunity. So since we're here in Ontario, we're taking that opportunity. So Pete's having his appointment now.
It looks like that you had gone low at some point, but on average you're not low at sort of 8 to 10.
Just an update on the bike situation. As you know from a previous episode, all our bikes were stolen in the winter sometime, and so since then insurance has come through for us, and they're going to cover at least a portion of the replacement cost of the bike. So while we're here in town as well, we've gone over to Cycling Elements. Jeff is the owner of Cycling Elements, and he's the one that sold us the bikes originally, and he's helping us get replacement bikes prepared and ready. So come with us and we'll go to the bike shop and check out these specialized mountain bikes that we're getting prepared. For those of you with motorhomes and Jeep type combos like we have, or whatever you're towing, the way it works with insurance, we found out now, is that there's a thing called content insurance for your motorhome, and it covers anything in or on your motorhome, but also any trailer you're pulling. So when you're towing a Jeep like us or any other vehicle, it's considered a trailer, and therefore the content insurance from the motorhome covered the bikes which were on the trailer, which is attached to the motorhome. So we're happy about that. Now they depreciate the value, of course, because the bikes are a couple years old, but they give you a check for a certain amount, and then when you buy the bikes, they make up the difference minus the upgrades. Now our children are 2 feet taller than we started, and we're more advanced mountain bikers now, so there's some upgrades we want to put on the bikes, but that'll be at our own cost, but the basic bike itself will be covered by insurance. So that's good news for us and for you if you're insured and you tow bikes. Hey guys, good morning.
So, well, yours is being worked on right now.
There's no other way.
So there's that guy going.
21-inch frame.
Yep, that's the big XL.
Oh, nice.
There's your guy.
Is that Carol's?
Yep.
That's mine.
Yeah.
It's that piece, right? What's
So I thought of something on that. Let me hang this down before I.
I'm gonna ride it just how it is.
You're gonna write it just like that?
Is this one you strip to make it? Hey, Epic family out there, this is Jeff Lemon from the Cycling Elements in Orangeville. This is where we bought our original bikes that disappeared on us, and Jeff's taking care of helping us replace our bikes with a few upgrades. So, Jeff, tell us about your company. What do you got going here?
How's it going? Well, Cycling Elements, this is our home. Welcome, actually live upstairs. We're so lucky to get to live and work in the exact same place. Kind of the exact opposite of what you guys are currently doing, but it has its great advantages. And just living in this, like the greater Orangeville, Hills of Headwater area, we have mountain biking, road riding, like gravel grinding, which is a new thing where you go ripping through the Hockley Valley down muddy trails. And like the toys we have to play with now, from full suspension rigs. You know, the kids' bikes are always super fun. All the great colors you get in the kids' bikes. And then this is our newest toy. That for anyone who feels like, you know, mountain biking a little too hard work, they put a motor in them now, and they are unreal how much fun they are.
So you mostly carry Specialized?
Yeah, over the years I keep getting impressed with the company, so I try to keep things simple, right? I have one company who treats me well, so I try to support them, and they keep giving us really fun bikes to ride, so I don't have to go looking for other things right now, which is fantastic.
We always come here because Jeff is very passionate about mountain biking, about biking in general, and you know, when you go shopping for something and people just point and say, I don't know, check those bikes over there. Well, this is not one of those kind of stores. Jeff will take you in, he'll show you everything about them, he'll let you try them. He is very passionate about it, as I said, and knows a lot about the product. So that makes it fun and really gives you some clarity when you're trying to make a decision with so many choices out there. So thanks, Jeff.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, we love working with you.
Awesome.
Hope you enjoyed this week's video. Please stay tuned for next week's video as we have a lot of things on the horizon, another very busy week. I'm going to be at a training in Florida for the first couple of days. The kids are going to spend a lot more time with their cousins, as well as getting caught up on school, so there's a lot of homeschool stuff going on. After that, on Thursday, we're flying back to Vancouver to see our motorhome and Jeep, see if it's still there. I'm sure it is, but it's sitting in the long-term parking at the airport. We're going to head back there and then continue our journey across Canada. So lots of amazing, exciting things ahead. Thank you to all of our 15,000 plus subscribers. We really appreciate each and every one of you. And in the meantime, we'll see you down the road.
Bye, Uncle Pete. Beep beep.